right.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hello. Good.
Nice shirts.
Thank you. Likewise. Like everyone as well. Daredevil. I can say this, right? Daredevil is my favourite. We're not recording.
No, but
Favourite TV show.
Really?
Team Marvel.
Have you watched the whole season? The second
I'm
season?
halfway through two.
Okay.
Okay.
yeah, no spoilers for anyone.
No spoiler.
Now,
All right. Somebody asked a question.
how much fun are the scenes between Ravi and Detective Babineau? Because we were just talking about that earlier, and it's just that whole interplay between the two of them and the reactions of Ravi, who's on the in with Liv, and Babineau is like, "What is going on with this lady?"
It's great. I love any time to this day. I mean, we've done now 30 plus episodes, and I still get excited. And it's the first thing I ever did on the pilot, and it's still there. Any scene with Liv, Ravi, and Clive in the morgue are always my favourites. So when I know on the call sheet we're doing it, it's always a fun day. Malcolm is like my big brother, and he's the person I clicked with the quickest and the fastest, and I have almost the strongest bond with to a certain degree. And we can't work together very well. We've crossed the line of colleagues into friends, and I'm very aware. I'm like looking at Malcolm like, why are you acting for? Like it's weird. I can see he's my friend, so we've just gone past this thing. So I can laugh at anything he says. It just anything he does just makes me laugh unintentionally. So it's always a giggle fest working with Malcolm. And then now Ravi has this. It kind of happened organically. Liv and Ravi kind of mess with Babineau a lot. Playfully jest with him, and that's hugely fun to play.
What's your take on every time Liv presents a different personality?
Yeah.
How do you figure out how Ravi is going to react to that random or different thing?
There are a few things. Scripts always help. They kind of give us some hints as dialogue of how he responds to it. But there are some that are like the degree of how I want to play something can be up to me. And for instance, like when she had superhero brain, of course Ravi was going to react so excitedly about this idea that she was going to be a vigilante, given that he's a comic book fan. And then there are other things like with the social brain, the social millennial social. That didn't seem like something Ravi would care for. So it was again. So you just make, and it's great because she eats the brain, but you learn more about the other characters. Like I get to find out what Ravi doesn't like just because of her brain. So we all kind of change, and our responses change every week as well. And it's kind of this nice ripple effect through the show.
Which trait did you enjoy playing against the most so far?
Playing against the most. Oh, good question. Every brain's running through my head right now. What do I enjoy the most?
Robbie said he's in love with the magician.
Magician. You're right. And that was because she went, like, Rose went for magician training.
Really?
For 2 hours or something like that. When we were on set, she's like, I've got to go, I've got to work with this magician. And we were so jealous. And then typical Rose, she comes back and she calls us to a trailer, we sit there and she's showing us all these tricks, and she wouldn't even tell us how she did it because she loves pissing me off, and it was the most jealous I've been. But then when we were on set, she was doing these different card tricks, and there was a few you didn't get to see, and there was a deleted thing I did where I just did the thumb trick because that's all I had. The magician brain was the most fun,
Standard question.
Yeah.
Where would you like to see the character go? What do you want to see happen to Robbie? Anything that hasn't been explored yet that you'd love to see?
Yeah, I mean, funny enough, I'm really happy with where he's at. He hasn't been overused. I don't think anyone's bored of him yet. He does a couple of scenes an episode, and then he's out of there. And that kind of works for me. It means I get to do a lot more with my week than they do. But no, I love him where he is, and I don't want anything for him other than just to have the same quality and care and the great lines he gets. I wouldn't want to mess with that. The only thing that appeals to me, but again, it's bias. I don't know if it's right for the character. I'm a very grumpy, moody, dark person, and I love playing drama. In the UK, I only ever play bad guys and damaged people, so I wouldn't mind Ravi going through some bad stuff. But again, I don't know if that's right. I think I'll just be me bringing my own bias and comfort zones into it. Maybe more drama, more high stakes for them would be interesting.
What scene has been the most fun to film?
I don't know if I can talk about it.
You can talk. Yeah, we won't
I'll tell you what. No, the most fun I've had is yet to come. But the second most fun I've had, there were two scenes. Two scenes that are dear to me, and they happened in season 2. One is the fight with Blame. Me and David had so much fun doing that, and no one got injured, and we did nearly all our own stunts. So it's a great success when none of us walked away with a sprained ankle, and obviously everyone gets upset. And I thought the scene was great fun and had a kinetic roughness energy to it, but kind of scrappy. Like it didn't look choreographed to a certain degree, and we were really proud of it. And I love working with him. Anytime I can work with David, it's amazing. And the other one, I don't know why, I just have this real special connection with it, was when Peyton returns in episode 3 of season 2. And Ravi's just been on a date and they have this little exchange. There's not much dialogue, but it just, I don't know, like, I was in it, and then I watched it, and I was kind of emotional, and I felt bad for both characters. And I don't know, it reached out to someone who doesn't react to anything on the show. You know, we go through it. So, and it's just one of my favourite scenes. It was just, she's a joy to work with. Yeah, I just loved all the subtext that was going on.
I was going to ask if Ravi and Peyton, or if that would be something that your character would like, or
there's
more.
They're not finished.
They're not finished because he's been biding his time, it seems.
Yeah, I mean he's kind of he's very pure, and I don't think that he has a bad bone in his body. And where Peyton is concerned, if they can't be together, fine. He's fine with that. But he'll always be there for her. And it's pure. That's it. It's just he loves her. It's the girl he's wanted since the moment he saw her. He's always played it that way, and it hasn't worked out for various reasons. She never left because of him. She left because of what happened with Liv. And when she was back, they're in a different place. It's one of those things, and it's not fun as well. Also, if they just met and it worked out. So obviously we have to play the kind of will they won't they, but there's still more room for them. But now we have a new element, which is Blame.
One quick question, because tell us to wrap it up. But you speaking to the darkness that you want to kind of play in your character. How do you think if you got turned into a zombie, would that play into that? Would you like to see that happen?
No, not as a viewer. As a viewer, we need a few humans. Although who are you going to connect with as the audience? I think you still need peril and vulnerability, and you need some characters to remain non-infected. As an actor, I'd love to play different personalities, but as a iZombie fan, no, I wouldn't want to see that.
Thank you.
Thank you.